Alright, we are back. So, I found out what was going on from my last stream. It turns out it was not the controller, the Xbox, or the game. It was OBS. I'm not sure what is going on with it. I'm not sure if I want to know either. But apparently there is an issue where it lags, and I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure I'll never get an actual answer either because apparently I'm not important enough to the world to actually get an answer. That's kind of how the world is now. But on the plus side, my controller works flawlessly. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end, but I basically swapped out the HDMIs. I moved the HDMI that would attach to the computer and swapped out with the one that went to the TV, right? And so why isn't it picking up sound all of a sudden? I fucking pay. Well, normally I can hear. Oh, it completely. Okay, hold on. I gotta. My bad. Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
Where's the connector? What? Claim stop. Oh, there it is. I can hear it again. Hey, 89M, how you doing, man? There we go. Basically, I fixed it. I don't know why OBS is having all these technical issues, and it is an irritating thing because it makes it harder to play the game. But I really do want to finish the game, you know. Then we want to follow and shit. We are gonna go back to Siberia. I figure we'll do this one. I've been getting headshots on everybody for this one, but yeah, what we had going on last stream was actually a technical issue with OBS, which is good. I'm gonna replace a very expensive controller. I thought your FC video today was honestly some of your best content you've ever done, to be honest. Great work. It was actually Winter's idea to do it like that. I was going to do it live. She's like, you really should just do it as a video. I'm like, why? She's like, well, because then it'll fit better in the YouTube algorithm, and people do want to hear opinions on this stuff. Plus, I am so happy to say I told you also, because I did. I told you that shit was going on Donald Trump. I also... all that stuff about the unaliving, I told you it was more than just sexual perverted shit. I knew there was other stuff going on too. Elon Musk, I didn't expect. Well, I mean, a little bit, you know, but not to that level that he actually wanted to go and do the funky with minors. Bill Gates, that's some effed up stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm basically gonna maybe, okay, I don't know how in depth I want to go because we're talking 3.5 million pages of Epstein files. But I do think a long-term series, or at least I don't know, a 10-episode mini-series of going through some of the more damning stuff I've come across. It's 3.5 million pages. I don't want to dedicate my life to it. You know what I mean? It's a lot. But it is insane that that came out. And it's weird because it just doesn't seem like something the FBI would drop out because of how many high-profile people are involved. But you notice all the accusations against Trump are all identical, but from many different people? That's concerning. Let's see. I see the growth in your production overall. I thought it was great work by you. Well done. I appreciate it, man. So, how do you know it feels like an authoritarian government? The only thing you can find to eat of any actual affordability these days is bread and water. How do you know if it's authoritarian or not? You wouldn't be able to say it if it was. So, we're going to play Hitman 2. I'm going to knock out these last 3 achievements, and then we'll go from there. That's the plan for the gameplay, and we can talk about what you guys want. It's going to be a chill night. I'm gonna be looking at my other TV, so I might not see the comments except like every few minutes because the way I had it set up was on my 4K TV, and it's a 4K TV. That might be why there's lag within OBS. It's never been able to handle that on my computer, I guess. But on my 4K TV, I had it so the chat was on screen, and I also could have the YouTube YouTube live studio in the background. Their government is finished. What do we do? It's over for them, man. Watch it burn. Eat some popcorn, sit in a lawn chair, drink a martini, and just watch the show. Because this Epstein stuff, I'm telling you guys, it's the end of all things. I'm enjoying the show myself. Alright, we got 5 guys left. Let's see. Let's do this one. Headshot.
That should be hidden well enough for the time being.
Perfect. Yeah, the people... There are people who still are supporting Trump. Despite all this. I'm like, dude, how? I mean, I guess that's the problem with MAGA, right? I mean, they're allowed to have their opinion. They're allowed to support who they want. I mean, that is the American truth. But, at the same time, like... Alright, I want to pause it. Because I would have my camera on, guys, but I don't feel like setting that up, especially not when I'm live. My curtain's not very good. And if I move the camera even slightly to the left, slightly to the right, and I don't have it up or set up right now, I took it down after the last stream. I wasn't planning on streaming the night, so I think I'll take my stuff down. I don't feel like getting doxxed, okay? But anyway, here's the thing about the Epstein files that blows my mind to the highest level humanly possible. There was a court case between Katie Johnson and Donald Trump in, well, according to the paperwork, 2016, but it took place way, way earlier, like in the 90s somewhere. And she accused him of all the things, that yellow file with all those things that I showed last night in that video, all those things were accused of him. She had accused him way earlier on, like way earlier on, right? Now, here's the thing. Katie Johnson was not just going up against Trump, she was also going up against Epstein. All the accusations she made about Epstein turned out to be true later on. They dismissed her case because I guess she dropped it, but in the case file she had told everybody they were threatening her and her family nonstop. Sounds like another diddler we know if you ask me. But, that's my little insult to the elf in regards to all this. But anyway, if it's true about all of the stuff regarding Epstein, then, and all the accusations are the same in some way or another, right? Then is it really that hard to believe that it's also true about Trump? Because everything about Epstein was confirmed true later on. That's why they arrested Epstein. Because it all turned out to be true. Why would they, like, why would it match so well for Epstein, but Trump's just somehow innocent and did nothing wrong like that? Like, you can't have, it doesn't add up. Like, either they clearly both did it, or we were lied to about Epstein, I suppose, which is not the case, obviously, right? So, with that said, doesn't that confirm Donald Trump is a pedo? Like, doesn't that honestly confirm it? Because if everything, in every single detail, was true about Epstein, then it had to have been true about Trump. You don't lie that much about Trump, but you're telling the truth about Epstein. That makes no sense. Which means our president is a pedophile. A lot of people have voted for him. That's insane to me. We just gotta connect the dots, you know?
What are you up to, 47?
Some people just support blindly. Yep. Unfortunately, that is true. I'll never understand that, too. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's way too much sway with this gun. It's such a pain in the ass to get 47. Dude, land on 4. Come on. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of too early. Does not want to work, man. Dude, unbelievable. This game will not cooperate with me no matter what I do. It won't land on the number no matter what I do. Let's see. I'm sure perfection is not needed 100%, but still. Today I'm just floundering a bit, tired, frustrated, reasons that are complicated and confusing. Oh, you're good, bro. No worries, I do get it. Personally, I've been stressed out by it will not shine on it, but every time. There's always this need to reload. guess that counts, which is good. Okay, man. We're digesting the news about our government so beyond cooked. What do? We watch them burn. That's the way I would do it. Also not hearing from some people I'm supposed to be hearing from, and people I'm hearing anything from are just getting on my nerves with their demands. You know, I can relate to that. I feel like there's going to be a point in the near future, no, actually I guarantee it, where I'm going to tell you guys about some things I've been, I don't want to say dealing with, because that makes it sound bad. But let's put it this way. I have a lot to say at some point. The heck if I should know what to do. The whole year's insane. Yeah, I was told it'd be a great year. And I would say it's debatable at best. This whole year has been shit. Is not enough of an insult, actually.
Good work, 47. We're down to 5 remaining targets. That is Captain Ree Thack, a.k.a. Spy.
Now she's missing.
Captain Ree Thack, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting.
Oh. Let's see.
Great work, 47. You are down to just 3 remaining targets. Nice shot, 47.
Come on, take the bait. Perfect. Take the bait.
Excellent work as always, 47.
Damn it, it was not a
I'm only
fucking
seeing one
headshot.
remaining target.
You fucking goddamn piece of human dog shit. Alright, so we're gonna do it again. Anyway, yeah, there's gonna be a point in the near future where I'm gonna just talk about everything that I've been dealing with the last few months. Kind of just waiting until it's over, I guess is the way to put it. The stress, the frustration I had to deal with it, all that crap. I'm not sure exactly how I want to talk about it, though.
Very clever, 47. They will
But
not
I do
discover the
know-
body there.
What I do know is that I have been really trying to figure out this thing called life, you know? And it has never been easy.
That should be hidden well enough for the time being.
Ooh, got a kill streak.
Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47.
I don't know, what do you guys want me to talk about? I just want to be honest about the negative aspects of the world right now. Should I talk about the whole Epstein list and how insane that was? And is it more insane that no one's doing anything about it? Or is it more insane that it happened to begin with? And it's been going on since at least 91.
Nice shot.
Or is it insane that the economy is still this bad? Or is it more insane that people are still brainwashed to thinking our president's going to fix things? I miss Joe Biden. And remember, I did not like him as a president. I said some vile shit about that man. And somehow I think that, if anything, we should bring him back. It's funny that the invalid was better at this than Trump was. Trump's been our president for like 13 months, and I have seen nothing as far as performance. that I should be proud of. When are we going to make America great again? Also, why is diddling all the minors somehow making America great? Like, that's what they expect us to believe, you know?
47, the situation is about to become critical.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things that I could talk about right now. It's just, I don't know. What's the point, you know? Like, I could talk about it, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I've said the same old song and dance. And after a while, you can only talk about things so much before it gets burdensome. That is the general problem with the world, is that the problem is that I'll sit here talking, but nothing will ever happen. So, like, the general question I would have is, what's the point? And that has been the vibe, the feeling, if you will. It's always been a matter of, what's the point? What's the point of discussing it? They're just going to laugh at me. You ever wonder, maybe, just maybe they laugh at us? And what I mean is the people of the world that you would think would want to see us do well. I think that's the sad part, is that so many people are gullible to the belief that a person who's
Out of
richer than
sight,
crap.
out of mind.
Trump is one of those examples of people that make so much money off of the American people, yet whenever, name one time that the man has actually wanted to see the American people flourish. It's not just the rumors about him either, it's generally all of it.
Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47.
That's the general problem with the world, is that we keep waiting for this rich tightwad who has no reason to help us, by the way.
That should be hidden well enough
Yeah,
for the
we
time
voted
being.
for him, therefore he would definitely do his job. And then you have to ask yourself how people can be that gullible and stupid when nobody does their job anymore. Therefore, why would he? You know what I mean? This is why I say I don't believe in our president. I don't believe in any politician. I think they're all a joke. But, you know, let's just keep feeding the delusion that someday a president might get voted in who might do their job. I'm like, you guys gotta understand why that's so delusional. And it is delusional to think that if they've never done it before, they've never kept their word, they've never kept promises, remember, they're trying to sell you something that they don't want to give you to begin with, right?
Very clever.
Why would they do it now?
They will not discover the body there.
Like, that is the million-dollar question. Why would they do it now? They have literally no reason. At all. I question that level of stupidity. But then again, I mean, I'm not saying the American people are stupid. I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm an American too, okay? Like, I sit here and I notice it every day. It's like, stop voting. Do you really think your vote matters? No. It's basically one big TV show, and they're basically picking and choosing who the villains are each time. I mean, sure, I would love to see a Democrat in charge, because the reason why I say I would love to see a Democrat in charge is because the last several times we had a Democrat in charge, things were a little bit nicer, and I want to kind of replicate that, but at the same time, I also know it's all bullshit, so, like, that's why I'm not going to vote myself. Here, you go vote,
is Captain Reed.
and I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it if it works out. But I'm not going to go contribute to that shit. I already know it's a lie.
Spider Lily eliminated.
That's why it's
Outstanding shooting.
actually worse, because I don't have any faith it's going to get better. I think it's just going to be more bullshit, you know? I do genuinely believe that if you vote, you're wasting your time. Because why would it be, like, what would be the actual benefit? Name one time that it's actually worked out. Last time we had a good president, they were assassinated. That's also some shit right there, by the way. Not like bullshit. Oh, it's true. It did happen. Was John? Who was better though? Was it Ronald Reagan or John F. Kennedy? Like I don't know which one of the two is arguably better.
Nice shot, 47.
They were still laughable regardless. I like how the hostages are down there. They're over here like, God damn, they're taking a while. Is there another guy? Oh, there is. He's over there. And we're going to go here and... We're going to do the same thing we did with the other lady. I think we're way beyond the point of votes. I know, right? Part of me wants the world to be the way it was, but part of me knows that it's like... It depends on what kind of shit show they're trying to pull, right? Do you really think they're going to give us the world we want? Nah. I don't see that happening. I mean, they're trying to go for what? Absolute control? You motherfuckers out there keep giving it to them. I mean, honestly, it's like the stupidest shit. That's why I don't like MAGA. Don't worry, I don't like any of them personally. But MAGA is especially bad because they'll sit there and Donald Trump will say some bullshit. Oh, all Democrats are terrorists. Okay. If you're a terrorist simply because you do not agree with their line of logic, which, by the way, is mostly delusional, a lot of it is. It's like, oh, whatever. Do not believe what you see and hear. Just listen to what Trump says and just listen to that and accept it. That's not how reality works, and that's what they kind of do. And I can't stand that level of stupidity. That's why I don't like MAGA. That is the reason. God dang it. We have to pull this here, I guess. It doesn't really stop there, though, I've noticed, you know. Kennedy, Reagan was fucking horrible. I wouldn't know personally, but if that is the case, then that definitely answers my question. See, I didn't live through those eras, but I understand Kennedy was shot. And there's like this whole cover-up behind it, I guess, which was insane. That was a thing. But yeah, apparently they they did not want Kennedy to breathe air. Like, and that was our government who did that, from what I understand. Our government said, "Ah, oh, Kennedy's our president. We don't like him," and then they chose to blow him to kingdom come. That is wild to me that we dismissed that. Why aren't we holding our government accountable? You know what I mean? Like, they could basically have... We could have a brand new... the Nazis could come back and do exactly what they did between 1939 and 1944 to the American people, and we would say and do nothing, because Americans, the most free country on earth, are the biggest pussies on the planet. And how do I know this? Because I'm surrounded by them. I'm watching it happen every day. Like, what am I going to do? I'm one guy. It wouldn't be so scary to actually do it if other people were helping you do it. Here, we want our rights back. I think the ICE protest is the first time I've actually seen people protest the right way. Yeah, the first time I've ever seen them protest the right way, by the way. Since at least the 60s and 70s. Which, by the way, is fucking sad that our today's society does not know how to do things the right way. But that's BLM for you, right? And what blows my mind is for the first time, maybe they might make a difference. I don't know. What are they wanting, though? Like, get rid of ICE? I don't really think that's the solution. But if they're asking for reform, I'm all for it. The problem with that is, well, ICE is paying such a bad image that you can't really blame them, you know? Oh, yeah, they gave up. He's like, yeah, fuck this. So what do we do with that? Up. Anyway, Reagan cut so much that he kept this country moving, allowed much to become privatized. JFK was the last actual president we had. They had to remove him right away. Yeah, he was a liability, wasn't he? He knew way too much about how the real world was working. He was willing to change it for the American people, and so they shot him. But they didn't want to just shoot him, they also murdered his whole family. Because, you know, they didn't want him to come back in the next life or some shit. Or have his family keep the bloodline going. They completely killed his whole bloodline. And that is insane. That in the end, after all these years, it was our actual government who did that. It's also our government who's been aware of all the diddler bullshit on the Epstein stuff. You realize how much they've been withholding all these years, and not one person on that list, not one accusation, not one criminal charge was ever filed against any of them, except Epstein, because Epstein was the dumb motherfucker who got caught. This is like Cyrax, basically, right? Why do we ridicule Cyrax? Because he was dumb enough to get caught. But the rest of them think they're untouchable because no one got caught. Until TiBBzTV came along and then started calling them all out on it and then exposing everybody. And apparently that was the red line. You're not allowed to call it the Cyrax trolls because it's only true if they say it's okay to call it true. That's exactly what we're doing with the Epstein shit, by the way. If you guys knew what the trolling community online are actually like, some of the horrific shit that they're actually doing behind closed doors, it would blow your mind. But I'm not allowed to talk about it, because if I do, I'm going to get attacked and docked and threatened, and people are going to lie about me nonstop. Yeah, I love America. What a shit country. Anyway, so, yeah, I can see where this country's going, and it's not exactly a nice thing. But, hey, that's what happens in countries built off freedom, am I right? Let's hit this. Do you think they're ever going to come back and get them? Probably not.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay. Everybody get down. Let's see. No, I think after the Epstein stuff that dropped yesterday, I think it's fair to say there's a good reason why I don't have a lot of faith in my government. Yeah, sure, they put it out now. But even now it's like, now I really question why they did. Like, what the fuck is going on out there that we don't know about that is so bad that you're like, okay, guys, we need a bigger distraction than this other thing, so let's put out the Epstein files so they don't look at it. Did you know that Atlas broke off into 4 pieces and is heading straight for Earth? You know, like Donovan, Damien, Winter, and that mysterious 4th one that apparently these things are all in my head, apparently, too. But whatever. And those people said they'd arrive over San Francisco, tear the sky open, and there's this whole giant fucking thing that would happen, right? You gotta love Varys' predictions, right? Well, Atlas just broke off into 4 pieces and is heading this way. Fucking, you have to wonder. They're like, we're all gonna die anyway, potentially. So let's just tell them the truth about the Epstein stuff. That'll keep them distracted with the potential aliens come and rip their brains out or something. We don't really know anymore.
That is Captain Lomquai, a.k.a. Dragon Eye, and his nickname after taking a bullet for the Heavenly Leader. All right, 47. I'm counting 7 remaining targets.
I mean, if it's never been in their nature to want to share that, and they're fucking over some of the biggest people on the planet right now by doing it, that means there's something scarier out there. They're like, we need to keep the American people occupied, so let's give them what they want. Make them question everything. Throw our credibility out the window. That's the FBI for you, right? I mean, it is Kash Patel, after all. Are you really surprised, by the way? And then, apparently, what they'll do is they'll just have this be a distraction for something much worse. The question is, what could be worse than every single leader on the planet is a diddler? Like, what could possibly be worse than that? I mean, you're destroying all your credibility in the process. So, like, obviously, this would have to be something hefty. What the fuck could they be distracting us from?
Captain Lomquai, Dragon Eye,
Lomquai is down.
Excellent, 47.
Who are we going after next? Oh, dear God. Okay, we got a little bit of work to do. There's 5 guys. What other challenges do we have in the meantime? We could squash them, electrocute 3 people, rock the boat, baby, rock the boat. Anyway, and then these 2 are going to be ass, but we'll do them. And then find a way to make Captain Rethok, what a name, by the way, escort the hostages to their final destination. What if we... I don't even know what I would do here. Take the bait, motherfucker. Take thy beta.
Good work, 47. We're down to 5 remaining targets.
You know what? Maybe we'll get lucky. Take the bait, you motherfucker. There you go. You stupid twat muffin. I don't know where he landed. I like how they're not cooperating very much.
Great work, 47. You are down to just 3 remaining targets.
3? Where the fuck is the third one? There's another guard out here somewhere. Oh, 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 oh! Here we go.
Nice shot, 47. That is Colonel Jin Nu, aka the Blade. Vicious and fanatical, Colonel Nu has orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency.
Damn it! Motherfucking cocksucker! The sway is completely making this unreliable. Oh, God. If anything, I'm getting my practice in, but Jesus. All right.
That should be hidden well enough for the time being. Out of sight, out of mind. Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. Nice shot, 47. Looks like Colonel Nu and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47. That should be hidden well enough for the time being. 47, I'm seeing movement. Spider Lily is escorting the hostages towards the ship.
Get Spider Lily away.
That is Captain Reetha.
Not anymore.
Captain Reetha, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting.
Actually playing duels here.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You guys are mighty quiet tonight.
Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. All right, 47. I'm counting 7 remaining targets. "47. The hostages are being transported to the ship. You need to act now." Good work, 47. We're down to 5 remaining targets. That is Captain Lom Kwai, aka Dragon Eye, and his nickname after taking a bullet for the Heavenly Leader. Captain, 47, you're about to be spotted. Great work, 47. You are down to just 3 remaining targets. "47, an alarm went off. They're evacuating.
Damn it. No, where's the other one?
47, the Blade is on the move. I think he's running for the hostages. Don't let him get to Ladong.
Where's the other one? Come on. You know what? We just have to restart anyway. I mean, we had to nuke him with a sonic ammo. Ladong. What a fucking name. This has been the cheesiest fucking ride I've ever had to experience.
47, what on earth are you up to?
I'm just being a dick.
That is Captain Lom Kwai, aka Dragon Eye, and his nickname after taking a bullet for the Heavenly Leader. That is Captain Ree Thack, aka Spider Lily, gifted recruiter and intelligence officer.
Fucking close.
Captain Ree Thack, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting. "47, they're about to raise the alarm. The Blade is escorting the hostages. If they reach the ship, the mission will be a failure. "47, one of the hostages died.
I don't give a shit. Um. I'm hungry, man. I haven't eaten nothing all day. Sick of this economy, really. Oh, fuck you, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can see why I saved this for last, right? All the frustration, all the anger, all the animosity.
Nice shot, 47. That should be hidden well enough for the time being. That is Captain Lom Kwai, aka Dragon Eye, and his nickname after taking a bullet for the Heavenly Leader. Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47.
Come on, Jin Lu.
"47, I'm seeing movement. Spider Lily is escorting the hostages towards the ship. That is Colonel...
Not anymore.
Colonel Jinnu, the Blade, eliminated. Good job, 47. Out of sight, out of mind. "47. The hostages are being transported to the ship. You need to act now."
No, I don't.
Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. Taking out their communications? What are you thinking, 47? That is Captain Rethak, a.k.a. Captain Rethak, Spider Lily, eliminated.
That was really
Outstanding
close.
shooting. Well done, 47. I'm tracking 10 remaining targets.
10. Who's left?
Nice shot, 47. The hostages have been secured inside the shipping container. You have to hurry, 47.
This guy right here is a fucking liability nonstop.
5 minutes left, 47. Make them count.
Starting to piss me off. Never fucking okay on the clip, I swear to God. God damn it, they don't want to cooperate.
That should be hidden well enough for the time being. All right, 47. I'm counting 7 remaining targets. We are down to the last 2 minutes, 47. Whatever
No
you're planning,
shit, lady.
now is the time to act.
Can you shut the fuck up, Diane? All you fucking do is nag, 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 nag. You fucking unsavory bitch.
Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there.
Can't get a fucking clean shot because all she does is fucking nag me.
Good work, 47. We're down to 5 remaining targets.
No. You think? How much time do we have? A minute. We have a fucking minute. And I keep needing to re-fucking load. Can we get a bigger fucking magazine, please? Hurry the fuck up, you goddamn piece of human shit. Where's he at? Where's
Nice
he at?
shot, 47.
Pause. Stop moving.
Great work, 47. You are down to
30.
just 3 remaining targets.
Where the fuck is the third one? They keep fucking moving, man.
Captain Long Kwai, Dragon Eye, eliminated. Excellent, 47.
Dude, I'm never gonna fucking do this. Stop fucking moving, you goddamn piece of shit. Motherfucker.
Excellent.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Okay, you know what? I can see this was meant to be a challenge. It's bad enough that I have not been able to afford anything to eat. God, I fucking hate where this country's gone. You know what's really fucking stupid? If Donald Trump wanted to empower white people so goddamn much, let's just assume he's a racist, right? Then why are people like me, who are white, still ending up with nothing? The economy's shit for everybody, honestly. Unless you're rich, I guess that is kind of the given, right? Alright, I gotta do this again because every fucking time I turn around. Goddamn civilians in the fucking way.
"47. Someone's onto you." Out of sight, out of mind. Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47.
Not too really worried about hiding that body. I don't know if I quite like the timer either. But it is what it is.
That should be hidden well enough for the time being.
What's going on here? Oh, gameplay that's mildly irritating.
Well done, 47. I'm tracking 10 remaining targets. "47. I'm seeing movement. Spider Lily is escorting the hostages towards the ship. That is Colonel Jin Nu, aka the Blade. Vicious and fanatical, Colonel Nu has orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency.
be right back. Hopefully this is important.
Nice shot, 47. The hostages are being transported to the ship. You need to act now. All right, 47. I'm counting 7 remaining targets. Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. That is Captain Ree Thack. Captain Ree Thack, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting. Out of sight, out of mind. Nice shot, 47. Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47. Very clever, 47. They will not discover the body there. 47, the situation is about to get out of hand. Out of sight, out of mind. That should be hidden well enough for the time being. That is Captain Ree Thack, aka Spider Lily, gifted recruiter and in... Captain Ree Thack, Spider Lily, eliminated. Outstanding shooting. That is Colonel Jin Nu, aka the Blade. Vicious and fanatical, Colonel Nu has orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency. Colonel Jin Nu, the Blade, eliminated. Good job, 47. Well done, 47. I'm tracking 10 remaining targets. They're beginning to suspect something. The top. The situation is about to become critical. Clever use of the environment, 47. Nice shot, 47. Looks like Colonel New and Captain Thack are having a meeting of some sort, 47. I did not see that coming, 47. Well done.